Shane Lynch was a member of one of Ireland's most famous bands, Boyzone. Shane found being in the media spotlight too much to handle. Instead of bringing out the best in him, it brought out the very worst.
All right, folks. In the press, recently, there's been a whole load of fucking shite about Boyzone. In the year 2000 about breaking up. I tell you what, we're Dubliners, we're Irish, and we'll be here for a long time.
Well, Shane got it wrong, and the band did split in 2000. With his life in freefall, Shane headed for the English countryside. Not long afterwards, he got the break he desperately needed, meeting his now fiancée, Sheena White.
Babe, if you want to do that, that's fine. I just didn't think you were into that kind of buzz, you know what I mean?
We've already had this discussion.
No, we have not.
Name me a ballad that you like.
Love me for a reason.
Sheena, a 27-year-old singer from London, works with one of the city's gospel choirs. The couple have been together 7 years, a fact mostly down to Sheena's determination to keep Shane on the straight and narrow. And now they're going to tie the knot, but it could all have been so different after their first date.
And I'll never forget, I was invited into our house for the first time.
And my mum let you in?
Yeah, my mum let me in. They thought I was a gypsy. They thought I was a traveller. And that's the truth. And I used to drive an old transit van and stuff.
Yes.
And I had long hair and tattoos.
Our first date, he picked me up in his transit. And then on the way home from our date, he stopped the transit and went over to a skip and took a fridge out of a skip and loaded it into the transit.
And the kind of method of that manager was...
Very classy. But somehow Shane convinced sexy Sheena that she was the one. And this was no indecent proposal.
I caught Sheena up onto the roof. We had this beautiful roof terrace. And the sun was just going down. And I called her upstairs. I said, oh, babe, come with me, I said. And she said, no, she has to go and do something. And apparently I give you some look.
Yeah.
I don't know what that look was. Of drop whatever you're doing and come now.
Just look on his face, and I thought, okay.
And I got down on one knee and I said, well, I tried to say, will you marry me? And nothing really came out. I kind of went, will you? And I started crying and all, and I got all mad emotional, and obviously I was down on one knee, so I didn't really complete the sentence, and she obviously already knew what was going on, and she said yeah, and she's leaping and screaming, and I'm crying, and she's crying, and we're all crying, and it was one of those mad moments. I even put the ring on the wrong finger.
Yeah, I was wearing it on the wrong hand.
The wrong hand and all that. It was just one of those, I can't believe I was that scared.
Scared or not, the plans are underway. And in 10 days' time, back in Ireland, Shane will be marrying Sheena. Or is that Monica from Friends?
Invitations, guest list, many, many, many sections. I even have a section for Mother of the Bride, for the Maid of Honour, for the giveaway, Father. Oh, I'm so organised, it's sickening, it really is. I've never been organised in my life before, except for this. That's the invitation. It has little demontes.
I'm not going to get excited about colour print on a card of a Chinese box, you know what I mean?
Chinese box?
Open up the tin foil there, take it off.
Oh, don't say that about it. It's not.
And
why are you saying that?
see, this is what I'm saying.
Do you think it looks like a Chinese thing?
It's an L-number card to me. It's lovely. You know, I love it. And I love you more to the point. But the point is, I don't get excited about this.
Do you think that looks like a Chinese takeaway box?
A few hours later, and Shane has escaped Sheena's wedding plan obsession the only way he knows how. He's got a gig, not at the Point in Dublin, but at a holiday camp.
We're here playing in front of 3,000 people tonight, you know what I mean? Which is fantastic.
It's a far cry from the heady days of Boyzone, when Shane played to packed stadiums all over the world. But at least he can still milk the old favourites with an Irish twist.
I'd like to return to Ireland one day to live, to raise a family and stuff, but you know, business at the moment, and lifestyle, and everything that I do is UK based, and I've got a lot of ties here, and I couldn't leave at the moment.
So a wedding in Ireland is as close as Shane will get to returning home, but at least the occasion could be the chance to right some wrongs and fulfil his dream of Boyzone reforming.
We spent 7 years on the road together, and the breakup, let's call it, was shady to the point of where nobody really knew what was going on. And I think when you don't know what's going on, when you don't know the truth, then your mind wanders and it makes up its own decision. And I personally I was in a bad place at the time anyway. There's a lot of people out there who may speculate about Boyzone actually getting back together, even myself at times. But I think generally, you know, until we are on stage, nobody can announce we're back together till we do that press conference.
Anyway, 1 week to go, and it's Destination Ireland for Shane and Sheena.
So-called Mr. Rock and Roll is dancing on his own again, talking on his phone again to someone who tells him that it's down.
I'm not coming down to the castle now thinking this freaking old place, you know. Costing me a fortune.
Bleeding me dry.
Bleeding me dry. No, I'm not like that. I'm really excited about it, you know.
Good. Oh, good. That's the first time I've heard you say that.
All right.
That's lovely. That makes me really happy.
The setting for this celebrity wedding of the year is the exclusive Kinnity Castle in County Offaly.
We've been lucky enough to attract a number of celebrities in the past, mainly people related to music or the media in some way. And, you know, we've interacted fairly well with the people. I think you just treat them normally and give them the same service as we give everybody else and not fuss over them too much, and, you know, it's fine.
These luxurious surroundings have previously hosted the weddings of such luminaries as Miriam O'Callaghan, one of the Osbournes, and Shane's bewitching sister, Edel. For Shane and Sheena's wedding, security will be tight, as a guest list includes some of Ireland's most famous faces. No wonder then that OK Magazine have paid a pretty penny for exclusive rights to the ceremony and reception. Only official photographers and our cameras will be allowed inside. But for now, there's more important things to worry about. A meeting with their wedding planner, Mary. Under starter orders, and Sheena's off.
What I'm thinking is that if you just have black pudding and goat's cheese as a starter, I know half my guests are not going to be interested in that black pudding. And then the goat's cheese is just like, that's kind of like only a certain amount of people like goat's cheese. Not everybody likes goat's cheese. I just feel like there needs to be either something else or change something.
Sheena is, you know, very well organised. She knows what she likes. She knows what she wants.
She certainly does. It's an hour later, and it looks like Sheena's about to cop a strop. She's planning her grand entrance to the gardens, where the wedding ceremony will be performed in front of her adoring family and friends. Except there's a problem.
Mary said that she's got to come through that little door, but I'm not liking that little door. I like the big door back there, because my dress ain't going to fit through that, and there's a big old bush in the way.
Listen, you can abseil off the side of that thing if you want. Oh, bother.
This door is tiny. Me and Peter can't fit through that door. There's a big bush in the way, unless she's going to cut that back. Unless they're going to cut that back, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to come through this door.
Yeah.
So, at least me and Peter can fit through that door. It's a bit nicer. It's a bit...
No, there, no?
No, it's not. So, it means I have to come from outside.
Well, no, sure, let's come through the door. I mean,
I don't like that
coming,
door.
Yeah, but you're not coming.
I don't like that door. That's just messy. It's really messy. That's really messy. I just don't want it to look a mess.
Sheena's worried. Shame nobody else is. It's all Boyzone, Boyzone, Boyzone.
How would I feel if Boyzone used the castle to relaunch their career? Absolutely fantastic. I mean, to have a reunion like that staged here in Kinnity would be bigger than anything that's happened in Ireland for a while, I think, you know.